Hi all and welcome back to another video. My name's Amy, also known as Craftytime. So today I'm going to show you how to make this multi-tiered bendy card. Perfect for adding lots of dimension. So for this one I wanted it to look like a shop window or shelves in the shop. So let me show you how I've made it. So today we're going to be using this X-cut die set. It's called Dressing Room, and as you can see you get the perfume bottle, flowers, butterflies, handbags, shoes, a champagne bottle and the glasses. And as you can see, for the bargain price of £3, I'm really fortunate to have about 40 minutes from where I live a second-hand craft shop. So all the things are donated and it's raising money for charity. But it's an amazing shop that does embossing folders, paper pads, die sets. So I try and go probably about every 4 to 6 weeks. So it might be that I share a haul with you the next time I go. So today with the die set we're going to make a tiered bendy card. I've chosen it to be a 7x7 card blank. Okay, and we're going to use a range of different coloured papers. So the first one I'm going to use is this gorgeous spotty purple paper. So if my card is 7 inches by 7 inches, I always go down with the matting and layering in 1/4 of an inch. So the matte layer is 6 3/4 by 6 3/4, and then my spotty paper, which is a Stampin' Up paper, which again I got from that shop, and that will be 6 1/2 by 6 1/2 squared. So the next thing I've done is cut 3 different tiers. So the first one is 5 inches down and 7 inches across. But then, as you can see, I've added 1 inch each side and then scored at 1/2 inch and 1 inch on both sides. So in total, this is 9 inches long by 5 inches wide. So fold and burnish your score lines. And then we're going to attach those. So just adding glue along the panel there. And then the same with this one. Okay, so you can have your card opening either way, but for this one I'm going to have a 10th fold card. And again, just line it up with the bottom of your card blank. There we go, and then just press down on those, and then as you can see, that's going to create a bend in the card. So on top of that, again from the same paper pad, this time we're going to use the yellow spotted paper. So this one, again, the matte layer across is 7 3/4, but going up it will be 4 3/4. And then across this side, it will be the same as the previous one. So 6 3/4 for your black cardstock. And then 6 1/2 for your spotty cardstock. So as you can see, we're starting to build up the tiers. The next one I've done, again, 9 inches in length. This time I've done 3 1/2, so we've gone down 1 1/2 inches. So again, we just add glue just to that 1/4 of an inch panel there, and then again turn it round. Try and hold the other one flat as well. Okay, so you want to leave a nice edge there. So again, just press it down. Make sure it's intact together. And then as you can see, you've got your next fold. As you can see, that's what we're aiming for. Okay, so on this one, I thought I'd keep the card nice and bright So I've gone for the orange paper. So again, add your construction glue. This will add strength to the card. So it's important, line it up. You can line these up here, so you're making sure they're the same. Just push it out so you can see you're getting the tiered effect. Okay. So again, this one is 6 3/4 by 3 1/4 for the black cardstock, and then 6 1/2 by 3 for the pattern paper. Okay, so the last tier we're going to put on there is 1.5 inch, no, 2 inches, apologies, 2 inches, again by 9. Score those panels, adding your glue just to that tab, and then adding the final. Just making sure it all layers up near the bottom. Make sure it's secured. There you go. Can you see you've got those tiered levels? So again, for the last one, I'm going to reuse the same colour that I've used for the background. So again, adding the construction glue will give it lots of strength. And then just add that onto there. Okay, so you've got your background, and then you've got your 3 tiers. So just put your hand through each one just so that you can see. And as you can see, we've got the bend in each one. So now's the fun part to decorate it. What I've already done, apologies, I think I've just knocked the camera there, is 2 sentiments. These have come from a paper boutique paper pad. So one is sending your birthday wishes, and the second one is the best gift is friendship. Okay, so what I'm going to do first of all, I think, is just to lay out my cards. I've done all the die cutting and just see where it looks best. So as you can see with the dies, I've cut this out of purple cardstock, and then the bow that comes with it I've done in the orange, and then I've cut the die again in gold metallic cardstock, and then trimmed it and then added it on. So we're just going to layer them up to start with to see where it looks best. And I thought it might be nice if we have the bows sort of attached to the sentiments. So you might have that one there. And that one there. So again, all of the dies, I've just cut them a couple of times each. This one I've cut in the yellow and backed it onto orange cardstock, and then again cut it from the gold metallic and stuck that on. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to place them to see where looks good. So I wanted this to be a really bright sort of girly card that I could send to one of my best friends for their birthdays. I have got somebody in mind for this one. Then we've got the shoes. So what I'm trying to do is, whatever colour I've done them in, try and get a contrasting backing paper so they stand out a bit more. And then we've got the purple shoes down here. Okay, you could match this to any colour scheme that you've got. And then I think we might have the champagne glasses just near the bottom. Okay, so it's to look like a sort of a shop window. So you've got that on there. So I think what we'll do first, we add a tiny bit of glue to this, just so that we can attach it. To there. Okay, so we've got it like that. So I think what we'll do then is add foam pads to this one. Apologies for knocking the camera again. Okay, so we add foam pads to this one to give it some extra dimension. Let's put a couple more in the middle there. So like I said in my previous video, I use foam pads for almost every card, especially with ones like this where you've already got the dimension of the tiers. Okay, so just be careful when you're adding things like this that you'll need to use a slightly larger envelope. So if any overhanging here, you're not going to fit it into a 7x7 envelope. So although this has got quite a lot of dimension on it, you should be able to fit it into a normal envelope, but you may want to do a box envelope. But I know this one will be hand delivered. So again, the 2 cm, just adding foam pads to the back. And taking them off. There we go. Sometimes I add a bit of glue as well to them, but I think these ones are going to be just fine as they are. Okay, so next we'll add the skirts. You need to make sure when you're adding the glue that you only add it so that it's on this bit. If you add it to here, you're not going to get the layers. So we need to just make sure that we're only adding it near the bottom. Make sure we put quite a bit of glue on so we know it's going to stick down. There you go, and as you can see, it stands up nicely there. So next we're going to add the champagne glasses. Stand them upright, otherwise it might think they're toppling over. So we just add those neatly onto there, and then as you can see, that's the first layer done. So what we're going to do now is just add the shoes in. So as you can see, there's only a really tiny part where you can add the glue. So just make sure you've got them securely down. So what you can do, like I've done here, just put it down rather to the matte layer, to your patterned layer. And again with this one. Okay, so as you can see, put them like that, and then just hold them. You've got them attached like that. Okay, so moving on to the next tier, we've got this gorgeous handbag. So again, making sure you're only adding glue onto the part that's going to be stuck down. And then just double check, just push it up slightly so that you can see that that's securely down. And then the next we're going to add the shoes, which are a bit fiddly, but as you can see, that one doesn't want to come out. There we go. So again, just adding glue the bottom of the shoe so that you know it's not going to stick to the next layer. Okay, so like I said, any colour scheme this could be done in. You can have as many tiers as you want. I originally saw the idea by Sam, Mixed Up Craft. And then when I bought these dies, I thought they would be perfect to do, as it reminded me of a shop window or shelves in the shop. A nice boutique. Again, just sticking it down. It's up to you. You can start from the bottom and work your way up, or you can start at the top. But because of the size of the dress, I thought it would be best to start there. Okay, and then the last thing to go on is your lovely champagne bottle, which I will put just at an angle there. Okay, and there you have it. A quick and easy, fun Bendy tier card. The amount of time it takes is quick to put together. It's probably the die cutting that takes the most time. But I just sat one evening by the telly and did it. So as you can see, you've got the dimension there. And I think it's just a really pretty card. There you go. So I hope you've enjoyed this next video, and I look forward to posting more videos soon. Thank you.